Welcome to
Contain Yourself!
I'm Hil.
And I'm Sof.
And we are excited to be back with another episode. It's been... hell yeah.
It's been some
It's been
time.
a little over a week since we recorded last.
Yeah.
And yes, how was your week? How was everything?
Everything left my mind as soon as you asked me that. However, you know what? It has been mostly a good week, except I was thinking about this earlier today. I was like, this week really has been great for me. I'm like, Mercury retrograde, I get it. It's supposed to mess with me. It's supposed to be really intense, da-da-da-da-da. You know what? I'm not feeling it. Like, maybe the Aries rising is taking over. Like, I'm using the chaos as my power. And then my car died.
Yeah.
So... yeah, but I am, I'm repping my car's brand. I'm repping Honda today. So it was okay. My battery just died. Had a friend jump it, shout out. Got it fixed at AutoZone. Spent a lot of money on the new battery, but it happens, okay? I needed something to push me down a peg because I've been feeling really great.
Yeah. I heard you went to a Dodgers game?
Yeah, I went to a Dodgers game, and then did she tell you about the thing that we kind of won? I'll tell you afterwards, because I don't know what's gonna come of it, but we kind of won a vacation.
Oh, okay.
Which you will also benefit from, but we'll talk about it. The whole thing. Maybe we'll film it, I don't know. If it happens, we'll film it. If a vacation comes out of it. But
that's so exciting, she didn't tell me.
Why did she? That was surprising that she didn't tell you, but it probably just wasn't on her mind because we don't have it yet. We still have to do other things. Because they're like, it's kind of like those scammy things, but it's like, it's not really a scam. It's just you have to like jump through a million hoops in order to get like a free thing. So it's like, what's the cost of your time?
Girl is the queen of like lottery winnings and stuff. That's
why, she told me about that. And that's why, like, we were talking about that right after we got like approached by like the random people that were like selling these vacations and stuff. And not even selling, like they're just like hoping you come back to their resort. So they like want you to tour a new resort and then they give you a free vacation. But it's like free, well yeah, but I have to like drive to San Diego and do all of this in order to get it. But to me, worth it. But I'll tell you more details because
I want to go to a resort.
Girl, you are gonna go to a resort. But I went to a Dodgers game. It was really fun.
I really want to go. I was sad I couldn't go that day, but
yeah, you were gone. Yeah. But and then the next day, I saw Trixie Mattel DJ. Wow. You guys, she's so good. And she's so, like, beautiful and fabulous. I saw Trixie Mattel, Bonnie McKee. You know the one that sings, "And the American girl, taking over the world." Well, it was big a little bit ago. She was really good. She performed. It was like her pool party thing. And then Adam Music, which is a DJ that like my friends really like, and this was my first time like seeing one of his sets, and I was like, oh my god, amazing. So I just, I had a little bit of a time. Yeah. But how was your week?
Mine was good. It was just a week.
Yeah, it was just a week. It wasn't two. Yeah.
It was good. I was team like no sleep. Well, I went to New York City and that was really exciting, but it was like, took a red eye. Usually I sleep really well in red eyes because I always take a Dramamine on flights because I puke if I don't. I'm like, but there was a baby that was just like crying, and then the person who was sitting in front of me on the plane immediately, like as soon as we were allowed to, she presses a button and like slams back, and then the whole night she's like,
what?
I swear to God, I woke up to her hitting my knees. I just want to say, if you're the kind of person that puts your seat back on a plane, I don't like you. And I kind of think you're a bad, selfish person. Because I am, like, not that tall. I am not, like,
We're tall girls, but we're not, like tall for everybody. Yeah.
Yes. For, like, in the span of humanity, I am, like, I'm like an average man. I think I'm the height of like an average
man. Yeah. We're the height of average men. Yeah,
maybe a little shorter. But it's like, my dad he was 6'7".
He's literally 6'7".
So, like, he like, I think now he's probably like more like 6'6", 6'5".
Yeah.
But like, but like, he like, if he's sitting on a plane and you're putting your seat back, you are crushing his knees.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
You're only, in my opinion, you should only be allowed to push it back just a little.
Yeah.
Just a little to get a little bit of the lumbar support.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't go all the way. That's just greedy.
And when
greedy.
When she got up to go to the bathroom, she literally pressed on my head. Because she went to press on my chair while she was getting up, and instead she like caught like my head a little bit. Like in general, just no awareness of other people.
Oh, that would have had me on a no-fly list. Like if someone did that to me,
And I was like half asleep, and I was like,
that's insane.
no, I know. I was like, what kind of person are you?
No,
What kind of person are
a
you?
horrible person. Oh my god.
Like, why are you touching my head right now?
I would throw up out of embarrassment if I accidentally touched someone's head on a plane. And you know what? She probably didn't even think anything of it.
Yeah, she was probably like, why was your head there?
Yeah.
I need this chair in order to stand. And it's like, I get it, there's
insane.
turbulence, you might need a balance. Look,
Okay.
is there someone's head there?
Everybody acts like it's their first day on Earth when they're in an airport and on a plane. What is happening? Like everybody acts like stupid babies.
Yeah.
Everyone just like regresses and it gets really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in general, like I feel like, because I was staying in Midtown, and it's like Midtown New York, nobody knows how to walk or do anything.
Oh, really?
It's basically like because it's like there's a hella tourists.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, yeah, like you just have people like stopping in the middle of the street. And there's something about me in New York where I just like feel like I know where I'm going all the time. Often don't. I did walk in the wrong direction. And like lead people in the wrong direction.
Wondering.
Also, I just like walk really fast, like because like I'm given this space to, and walking is now a form of transportation that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, like it's 12 blocks away, I'm gonna walk, and then I'm walking fast because I want to get to my destination.
Yeah.
And you know, as someone who's kind of on the taller side of women, I have long legs.
Yeah.
I can walk fast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it. It's like having a slightly faster car or an electric bike.
It is. It is kind of like an electric bike. It
Yeah,
is.
just have a little bit extra.
Yeah, you do.
You know?
You do. I am a surprisingly, for the long legs that I do have, I'm a surprisingly slow walker.
Well, but also, because California and Florida aren't walkable.
We're not walkable. So everyone in Florida, relaxed. In my area in Florida, it's a beach town.
Yeah.
We don't have to rush. We're not having to get anywhere. LA is relaxed.
Yeah.
You don't have to
You
get
do
anywhere.
live in a more walkable area than I do.
I do.
I feel like.
I do. So I'm trying to pick up my pace now.
But also, it's like, it's still probably not the most effective form of transportation. Like, anywhere you're going when you're walking in LA isn't somewhere you have to be fast. Whereas in New York, it's like, I'd be going to like something that like, I have a time that I need to get there, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, and it's like I'm walking them, like people are just like stopping, or they like cut right in front of you, and I'm like, it's like a highway here. Like you have to look both ways.
It's like
before
Disney.
merging.
It's like when you're walking at Disney and people literally just stop.
Yeah, they're like,
right. They're like, wait. I'm like, oh. Actually, like this won't do.
Yeah.
Like,
this simply won't do.
No.
But yeah, New York was so fun. Probably got a total of 30 hours over the course of last week. Just like 30 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so fun. Was there for the 4th of July, which doesn't matter.
I do have a new opinion about the 4th of July. I do believe that as left people, we need to start like reclaiming the 4th of July, in my opinion, which not everyone agrees with. I'm ready to change my mind. If anyone has another opinion, I'm down. But like, I think there is something to say where it's like, well, now we have to be depressed for one day just because our country is being led by another side and like they want to celebrate a certain way. Why can't we? Like, why can't we take it over? I want to eat a hot dog. I want to go to the pool.
That to me, it's like it's simply. It's a holiday to celebrate summer. Like summer.
That is how I always felt about 4th of July as a kid. I never had any sort of like, we're free from Britain. I'm like, we're obviously not land of the free because
Yeah.
like
We
both
the
of us
people.
are people of color, so like we never actually had the feeling of being free, at least to the extent that, you know, some people think we are. And so it's like my association was always like, I'm gonna eat a hot dog,
Yeah.
have some watermelon maybe,
Yeah.
because it's very in season.
I'm gonna jump in the pool.
I'm gonna jump in the pool and I'm gonna get
Yeah.
sunburn. And like that was always my association, where it was just like really like summer. So let's
Yeah.
just like, how about, and maybe just all summer, like let's just all enjoy summer maybe.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a beautiful thing. Love summer.
One of the best 4th of Julys that I've had was like 2 years ago. It was in LA. It was the hottest day ever. And it started at like 11 making brunch with my friends. And I was partying until 3, 4 a.m.
Love.
Got up at 8 a.m. the next day for work.
And that's what you have to do, because you have to rally.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
I didn't take the day off. I
Yeah.
had to go in.
My best 4th of July was summer of 2019, as many people's best everything was summer of 2019. And I was like, I was in Florida for it, and like my hometown goes really hard for 4th of July. And it was very much just like, wow, I think might be the last time that I see all these people in a while. Because I didn't know that, you know, COVID was happening, and actually it was like I was gonna have to live with my family again, and then, you know, back home, and everything was gonna change, whatever. But it was like, it was kind of like a landmark summer, where it was like, dang, I actually don't know if every single one of these people are all gonna be here next summer, or the summer after that, or whatever. Like, and I don't know where I'm gonna be. It was everything was up in the air. And so I think we really just were like, we don't even care that it's like 4th of July. Who cares about 4th of July? It was like, wow, we're being together. It was like a beautiful togetherness that I felt with like some of my closest friends in the world. But yeah, this 4th, I had a really good time. That was the day that I went to the pool party and saw Trixie and everything. And that's, to me, I was just like, I'm just so excited to see Trixie Mattel.
Yeah.
She started off by saying, "Where's Mitch McConnell?" And I was like, yes! We're like, all of us were like, he's dead. Insane. So like, I mean, jury's out. Maybe by the time this comes out, we'll find out.
Yeah.
But hey, who knows?
Who knows? Well, yeah, the one 2 years ago, I was like just hanging out with gay people all day.
Yeah, well, that's
gay
the
and
best
trans
way to do
people.
it.
And you know, we had the gay and trans flags flying.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, mine it was all gay people at this pool party. I was like, I really feel like I'm living my life right now.
Yeah.
That's the most beautiful way to do it.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with gay people on the 4th. Should we? Oh no, we did the name reveal last
we
week.
did.
Oh, okay, thank God. Well,
Yeah.
she still hasn't gotten her face lift, Mrs. Spin It Up. Let's make her so that she's win up.
And sorry, my AC likes to make noises. It's off, but sometimes, shut
It's fine. They'll have to deal with it going. It's all right.
I'm like, sorry, that's my stomach.
Oh, oopsies. Okay. Should we? Oh wait, what did we add today? Brain rot. Skippity Riz.
Instead of cheating, it's brain rot.
And yeah, which I don't know. They go hand in hand, maybe. All right, let's spin it this wheel.
Let's spin it a wheel.
3, 2, 1. Wow, that was a hearty spin. Is it gonna stop? Wow. It landed on standing for the audio listeners. Wow. Okay, boy, do we have a lot to say.
Yeah.
Okay, well, first of all, standing for my parents, they're not gonna understand what it is. Standing is like fan culture, but like intense fan culture.
Yeah.
I believe it comes from the song Stan by Eminem, or I don't know what came first, chicken or egg. I know there's also an answer to that question too, so I just like don't know. But
I kind of want to look it up.
Yeah, where does the term come? I thought it comes from the song Stan by Eminem, about a crazed fan that was like sending him letters or whatever. I don't even know if it's like a true story or not.
You're right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes! So it does, yeah.
Stalker and fan.
A stalker and fan. So Stan.
Oh, have I been calling myself a stalker?
However, I think that it's kind of created a new a newness about stan culture that it doesn't mean you're actually a stalker.
Yeah.
Because I reject that. I don't stalk any celebrity. That's weird. But it's just like a super fan. In my head, it's like a super fan.
Who was your first, like, celebrity crush?
Michael B. Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
What was
first real person, like, crush.
Yeah, or I guess
Because it was like, I had cartoon crushes.
well, I guess, like, where I was thinking, because I was thinking about mine, but mine's literally, like, it was a character in a movie, the first character in a movie that I went.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I guess, like.
Who was it?
It was Prince Caspian from Narnia. Prince Caspian.
Well, okay, wait. Actually, my youngest one was Corbin Bleu.
In High School Musical.
Yeah. He was actually my favorite. I was like, why is everyone obsessed with Zac Efron? Which I understand the Zac Efron, you know, whatever. I get it. However, at the time, I was like, I like the best friend. I think maybe my family probably thought that I was gonna like get a boyfriend really, really young because I always had a crush. Like my first crush, real life crush, was in pre-K.
Wow.
Like I was like, I like him. I was very like.
Yeah.
But jokes on them, didn't have my first boyfriend until 19. So it just, you know, it happens. But I was boy crazy.
The first time I had a crush on someone, like, from school was 4th grade.
Oh my god.
Like, yeah. Late
But that's appropriate, I think.
But then once I had a crush in 4th grade, I had a crush ever since. Except for 1 year post breakup where I wasn't experiencing attraction.
Yeah, that happens.
But we don't have to get into all that right now.
No.
But my first movie crush was Prince Caspian. And I think, like, I remember watching it, and, like, it was literally that, like, Lego Batman movie.
Yeah.
Like, every now and then I fall apart.
And then it's like yeah.
I don't even think that's the music that plays there.
But that's the music that should play there.
Yeah. It's music that I imagine with it. But, yeah, it's like, that's how I felt watching him.
Yeah.
And then I remember my mom going, Hillary thinks Prince Caspian's cute. And I was like, mind you, with like my 2 older brothers and my dad as well. And I was like, no, he's ugly.
No, gross.
He looks like he smells weird. And I don't like him at all.
Love.
And after that, I was like, I'm never, ever going to have like a celebrity crush and I'm never going to talk about it. But then when One Direction dropped.
Well, that happens.
I couldn't hold back.
Out the window. Any coyness.
Yeah, because like before that, like I was never having like Zac Efron or Joe Jonas or anyone poster up in my room or whatever. But when I first saw the What Makes You Beautiful music video and I saw Harry Styles.
Was he your man?
He was my man.
Yeah.
With One Direction, like I would be like at like watching their vlogs, their video diaries.
Yeah.
Like every single weekend night. Like I'm like, that's how I'm spending my time. I'm gonna watch every single one of them. I had them like memorized. I'd be watching the One Direction facts videos. I'd be like, I knew like all the songs by heart. And that continued until they disbanded.
R.I.P.
They went on a temporary
forever hiatus.
They really were so formative for me. And yeah, like the first time I was able to like admit to my family that like I had celebrity crushes.
Yeah.
Cause like it's like one of my brothers, the one that's closer to me in age, honestly like didn't really, but then like my oldest brother was always talking about like some celebrity girl.
Yeah.
You know?
Cause I think it's interesting the way like families kind of like differ in that, because I was always like, especially with real people crushes, I was always telling my family who my crush was. I would come home, I had a new crush, I say, guess what? My mom, my dad, my brother, my cat, like everyone was in the room and I was like, my eyes are on this one now. And like, cause I don't know why I was so, but my family, we've always been that way. And like, I don't know, I think it helped that my brother was not the type to like give me crap about it. Like my brother was very much like, okay, because he just like was in his own world and he didn't really care. And like I knew he wouldn't like say anything or try and like embarrass me or whatever because he was focused on his own stuff. But I don't know, I was always like really, really open with my parents about that stuff. About celebrity crushes though, I just didn't really, I don't think I expressed that to my family as much. That was like really like, if I thought a celebrity was attractive, that was like for me and my friends. Or honestly, just me and me. Like I wasn't even open to friends because unfortunately, this is where I do a lore drop, and it's not the best lore. It's kind of really annoying lore about me, and I don't identify with this anymore, but I, in fact, was kind of a pick-me back in the day. Yes, I was not like other girls. I don't like boy bands. That's for you know,
silly
girly girls
Yeah.
who like Pink. Listen, I don't know what I was trying to prove. I was very like, there's some kind of weirdness in my brain where it was like I felt like I had to be one way and then I had to be another way, and like girls first learn to hate themselves at such a young age.
Yeah.
And like we push away just like the natural feeling of like having a crush on a boy, or which is like normal for many people, and like liking a celebrity, fanning out over a boy band or whatever. So I pushed it away for so long. I was like, I'm not into One Direction. I was always friends with the One Direction girls though. Like I didn't hate on them for liking it. All my best friends liked One Direction. They liked Justin Bieber. I was just like, I'm not into that. Thought I was so cool. Yeah, guess what? Even when you try, when you try to push away the fan in you, it will always happen eventually.
Yeah.
It will
truly avoiding it.
There's no avoiding it. It will just happen at a maybe slightly less age appropriate time, which I don't even think so, because I don't think there's any age appropriate time to be a fan of anything or not. You can be 90 years old and fan out over somebody. Men fan out over sports their entire lives. They literally do like fantasy football. They know everything about every single Dodgers player. They know trivia, they know facts, they know everything like that. They bet on these players, and that's okay. But if I like a boy band, I'm weird and like, oh, it's like a girly thing and da-da-da-da-da. It's like, no, people just like obsessing over things.
Yeah.
It's in every person to get really intense about something that they like because you really like it and it makes you happy. In the great year of 2018, I found Jungkook on my YouTube and I said, who is that? And I clicked it and it was an edit and I said, wow, wooga! I was like, who is that? And mind you, in 2018, that wasn't even his peak. But I still was like, who is that? And then I kept clicking, and it was another one, and another one, and another one. I said, how many are there? What is BTS? What is this group? And then, before I knew, I said, what are those guys' names? Famous last words. By the end of the day, I was their biggest fan. And I was like texting my friends about it. Little did I know, a girl that I was like really close with, she was also a fan, but she didn't tell anybody, because in 2018, when you were a fan of anything in K-pop or anything foreign, it was like freak. So like you didn't, it was before the great shift, okay? Yeah. It was before K-pop became like way more widely accepted. And like in my little hometown, heck no, they already didn't like me. I was already so bullied. I wasn't gonna say that out loud, so I told her and she was like, girl, I've been their biggest fan since they debuted. And I'm like, there's no way. So then it's been so many years now, and now it's 2026 and I've been their fan. And listen, at the end of the day, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl, and I just want to listen to music and have fun. And there's a lot of political and economic and whatever reasons of like who is good to stand and who is not good to stand. I'm not here for fan wars. Yeah. I'm not here to say anybody's better than anybody. I'm just here to say I like BTS, and I'm not afraid to say it. Okay, I'm coming out right now. This is my coming out video.
Well, I have a coming out later, but we're gonna focus on this now. But when I come out in a little bit,
when you come out, I'm ready. I'm ready.
And it's like I just.
Yeah. But my bias is Namjoon, but also Yoongi, because I also can't pick, but then also Jimin, and then it's all of them because I don't want to make anyone feel bad. But it is, I'm like, I'm gonna hurt their feelings. I'm so sorry.
They watch.
They're going to. But I just like am in love with them, and I think especially, I like, obviously, I think like a lot of people went on kind of like a fan hiatus from them because like they were literally gone in the military. They were on a hiatus in the military doing their own solo stuff. Their solo stuff is great. But I was like, okay, like I just don't have time to like keep up on everyone's separate things. Had a breakup, all of a sudden, album. Oh my God, now something, I had one boyfriend, girl, now I got 7. Like, hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
So I think like some of it was that BTS finds you when you need them. I think any musical artist that you love will find you when it's time.
Yeah.
And when you need it, and when it's just something you need to hear right now. And it's honestly, it's been nice to just kind of escape in music a little bit these days.
Yeah. I'm not necessarily ARMY.
Yeah.
But I do really enjoy BTS, and you know, we are going to their concert.
We are, and don't worry, I know that some of you may call Hil a LARPer. However, we have plans, okay? We have plans, and we're gonna post about it, and trust me, she will be caught up to speed.
Yeah.
Before September.
Well, back when they released Dynamite,
yeah,
I watched that, and I remember having another moment seeing B, and I was like, that is one of the most gorgeous men I've ever seen.
That's Dada.
It was like, oh, I know Dada.
Like that happened.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And so I then like went and watched, like I watched like their carpool karaoke.
Love that video.
They're like, like a bunch of like interview videos with them. And yeah, I definitely see edits.
Oh, I send her edits. Don't worry.
Yeah. V and Jimin, they're just gorgeous.
There's just something about Jimin these days. There's something about him.
When he does the like half up, half down.
I love a man with flowing hair. I was like, my God, pretty like a girl. It's so, oh God.
Yeah.
So beautiful. But it is also like more than that. Like I just legitimately like them because I like their music, and I like their lyrics, and I like, you know, the production value, and I like the dancing, the performance.
I love men dancing.
Yeah.
A few years ago, Ain't Too Proud, the musical, which is basically it's the Temptations. Like it's like a bio musical of the Temptations, and at least like, because the Temptations are still an active band with like new members and stuff, but it's like kind of like the first few iterations of like the members. And I've always loved Motown. It's one of my dad's favorite genres. And when I went to see it, and it's like the way they were dancing, I was like, I want to like see this at concerts, because it's like obviously like you see like women dancing all the time, and like some men dance. Yeah. Some men do flips.
Benson Boone, he's flipping. I'm about the flipping.
You know, if you got it, flaunt it.
If I could do a backflip,
I would be doing it all the time.
I would be Benson Boone right now. I go, please. Flip. Okay. Yeah.
But
please stay. I want you. I need you. Oh God. Loudest song of the year. I love it. You know, do your thing, Benny Booney.
But yeah, but it's just like, I just love when the men dance. And so I like seeing BTS dance. You know?
I like seeing them dance.
They're so good at it. So good at it.
There's a video of me getting my wisdom teeth out, beginning of 2020. I was getting my wisdom teeth out, and I was like, this would be hilarious to film. I filmed it and like edited together. There was literally a part where I was like, put on BTS, and like my dad, maybe I'll find the clip somewhere. Oh my God, my dad still makes fun of me for it to this day, because I'm like, I love them, those are some fine men. And like my dad will still be like, those are some fine men, right? Every time I talk about BTS, I'm like, yeah, and what about it, Dad? And what about it? Like,
and they are.
Am I allowed? Love you, Dad. Shout out. But like, it does make me laugh every single time.
Yeah.
Who are you coming out as a fan of?
So, from a young formative age, heard Lana Del Rey's music.
Yes. Okay. This is important.
And I I Am Forever Changed.
Yeah.
It really did, like, being in middle school and bumping to lyrics about cocaine.
Yeah.
And Jesus being your father.
Yeah.
And stuff
loving
like that.
Old guys.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
You know,
it does something to your brain.
Like, he hit me and it felt like a kiss. Like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Formative. Yeah. That one, Lana, her music is, like, I've listened to her music as an adult and I was like, this is good. Like, I get it. Thank God it didn't get me. Thank God it didn't get me in middle school. I don't know what would have happened to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has multiple songs where she references Florida.
I'm sure. Well, because she lived in Miami for a bit. That's why she's Del Rey.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I do think as a musician, she's incredible.
Yes.
I think I was really susceptible to it too because I've always enjoyed like aesthetics like that. Like I've always enjoyed like her coming out with like the poof in her hair, like the 60s hair. Her Great Gatsby song.
Yeah.
It's like
that one got me. That one I was obsessed with, yeah.
And she just like, I don't know. I do think that she's an incredible musician. I think there are things to be said about it's conversations. It's a conversation that I have a lot about like her as a person.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those things where I think a lot of artists and celebrities are odd.
Yeah.
And it's not even like I'm saying like bad.
No, just like they move weird.
Yeah, I mean there's an artist that I also like love her music and stuff, and then people, especially recently, have been really questioning her morality on like a lot of things, like the way she is in relationships, kind of like her participation in like the epidemic.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
And it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I don't think this person who has been famous for most of her life and was a part of like this company, like was a child, like a child working for this company that is known to be like really bad to children.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, yeah, I don't think that like she's going to be the most well-adjusted person.
Exactly.
And it's like also celebrities have such a different lifestyle and grasp on life. Like it's like, yeah, I don't think this person who has like millions of dollars at their fingertips is going to be relatable. I don't think that they're going to understand the issues that are really plaguing others. Like
they live a different life.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't have to worry about the stuff that us normal people have to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that we should I think that one of the topics for the wheel should be like art versus the artist.
Oh, can you separate?
Like, can you separate it?
I don't know.
There are cases where you absolutely cannot.
There are explicit cases where you cannot. Looking at you, Chris Brown, cannot separate.
Like, in general, it's like abuse and bigotry. You're cut. You're
hard pass. Cut off. Literally hard pass. Like, but I think there's a lot of gray in being a fan of an artist, and then it's like, okay, well, is their morality like perfect? No, but it's really hard to find an artist that is.
Yeah, it's
well,
like, especially when it comes to cheating. I'm like, so you never want me to listen to music, watch movies, or TV, or read books again?
Yeah, I'm like, if everyone who's a cheater, like, you can't listen to their music, it's like, well, I'm sure Beethoven was a cheater. I'm sure Debussy was a cheater. I'm like, all of them were probably cheaters. Yeah. We have the burden of information now. Like, we can know every single thing about everyone, and there's a good and a bad to it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, our only power is our dollar. So it's like, you can choose to financially contribute to people that you want to support with your dollar. But at the same time, it's kind of like, well, now what? when there's no one good to give my dollar to, but I still want to consume music that I like. It really is kind of like just finding like, okay, they do this thing's bad, they do this bad, but they're contributing to this in a really positive way.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, like how much can you accept of the bad to get the good out of it? And I think it's an ever-changing topic. Like I don't think, and it's like, I change my opinion about artists like that day by day.
Yeah, and I went through, I definitely had a time where I was not listening to Lana.
Yeah, because it's like, how could you when certain things come out and you're like, what? And then other things come out that contradict that, and it's like, okay.
I 1000% to my core believe that she is not a Trump supporter.
We've talked about this.
Yes, I do not think that she's MAGA.
No.
Like, I don't think she ever has been.
There's actually like very little evidence that points her to that. It's just that she's with like a guy from Louisiana. By the way, not all people from the South are MAGA.
Well, I think people, like, especially like deep South.
Yeah.
Like, he's from the
bayou. Yeah.
Like, he's pretty much Cajun, I think.
I'm pretty sure he's Cajun. And it's like, you can't make an assumption on somebody's like political views just based off of where they're from.
Yeah.
Because if that was true, then I would be conservative, right? I was born in a conservative town. I was raised in a conservative town around conservative people, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm farthest from it. So it's like, I really don't love when people just make that like jump without any information. Now, am I surprised when certain people come out as Trump supporter and they're like blonde hair, blue eyed, orange skin? Well, no, because it's like at this point, I mean, what are we doing here? I know the signs. I'm not exactly surprised, but I'm not going to make that assumption just because someone's from the South, because that would mean a lot about myself or my family or whoever. That is just not true.
I think the biggest issue with Lana that is mainly cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
And it's something where it's like, there's some stuff that she has apologized for that it's like, that was very much a product of its time.
Yeah. And it's not to say that just because you do something before means that it's like fine because everyone was doing it. It's like, obviously, like the reason why it's bad to do it and we know not to do it now is because somebody gets hurt. But it's also like, so it doesn't mean that anyone was less hurt by Lana doing something like that. And Lana is just one example. All of these artists have done problematic things. BTS has sure done problematic things. That is not a question. However, it's kind of like, where are we? Are we leaving room for someone to grow? Are we leaving room for someone to change? Where is that line? It can be different from person to person.
And you can dislike an artist for any reason.
Any reason.
Any reason at all. It's so funny to me that it's like, people will like get mad at you for disliking an artist because you think that they're a bad person, and it's like, but you dislike artists all the time because you just don't like them. Like you just don't like their music.
You don't vibe.
I can't be like, oh no, I think that them having like the carbon footprint of a small country makes them a bad person.
Yeah,
and
that's
so I'm
my
not
right
listen to their music. Like
looking at you, Taylor. Miss Kelsey, I don't know if she's changed her last name. I don't care.
I doubt it.
Do not care.
But like we should respect her privacy.
I'm
having a wedding.
That was so stupid.
No, like pay attention to her privacy, guys. Pay attention to her privacy.
My friend posted on her story, I've thrown up at Taylor Swift's wedding venue. I'm like, that's hilarious. You guys, trashy. It's trashy. Okay? Say what you want. I don't care. I don't care. The Taylor Swift fans, you're having a good time. Okay? Have your fun.
Yeah.
It's hey, here's the thing. If you like Taylor Swift, I'm not gonna show up to your door with a knife. You do your thing, you know, that's your choice, but it's my choice not to be a fan, and that doesn't mean I'm a bad person, because I just like don't really vibe with her, and I'm not like a huge fan of her music.
I also don't really like her music.
It's like, if I liked her music, maybe I would be making excuses. God knows I make a million excuses for BTS every day. I'm a hypocrite. One thing about me, I am a hypocrite.
So,
okay,
something
man enough to admit it.
something my friend and I said once is that like you're allowed a problematic fave.
Yes, I really agree.
Because she, honestly, she doesn't anymore. But at one point, she really loved Skims products.
Sure, a lot of people love them.
It got to a point where she was like, "I draw the line." But she has other problematic faves,
of course.
But it's like, you can have
have one, okay? And mine just happened to be like 7 and 1.
And mine is Lana Del Rey, okay? That's
exactly.
my pick. I'm sorry.
Your my case, Lana Del Rey, mine's BTS, whatever. I'm a big hypocrite, and I will say something, and I will believe it. In my heart of hearts, I'll be like, no, cut off, done. Next week, I'm like, light it up, light it up. I don't care.
It's the way we're defending ourselves for liking two extremely popular and beloved artists.
Yeah, BTW. There are so many people who love these people.
Yeah.
We don't really have to be going this hard because everyone gets it.
Yeah, it's not like it's like we're acting like we're defending like our love for like I don't even know
like Jason Aldean or some loser. Yeah. Like no, like it's not a loser. Like obviously there's like a not sorry to Jason Aldean, you suck. But it's like
he's watching too.
He's watching
he
too.
Watches.
Hey, yeah, Jason.
I flip you off, except we decide we're not gonna do that.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that because we're brand safe and work with kids. But I'm doing it in my mind, exactly. But the thing is, it's like, y'all. I mean, what are we gonna do? I'm a hypocrite. I have a really strong opinion one day, and then the next week I have the opposite. And you know what? I felt it really hard last week, and I feel it really hard this week. It doesn't. I change my mind constantly. It is like actually a thing with me. Like it's kind of an issue in my life. It's caused fights in my life of like riding so hard for something and being so pro something, and then the next day being like, I don't like that, and everyone that likes it I hate.
That is something I've noticed. Not really. Here's where I noticed it is that sometimes like when we're talking about like a movie we just watched or like Love Island or something, you'll say something and then I'll be like, I don't know if I agree, and then you'll be like, yeah, no, you're right.
Something about me, spineless. No. Well, no, like my opinion changes a lot. I'm a mutable sign, okay? I can see all sides.
I'm also a mutable sign too.
Yeah.
But I believe Capricorn's cardinal.
Capricorn is cardinal.
Okay,
and that's your rising. Yeah.
But what
thought leader.
What I will say is that the way I've always interpreted it is like, or the way I've always felt is that like you want to validate the way I'm feeling.
Yes.
And it's funny too because then I'm like, but that's not to say that like you're invalid in the way you were feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just funny because like you're saying that,
and I'm like, a lot.
Because one of the times I noticed it was we watched Wuthering Heights.
Oh yeah, and I like really, I like was like crapping on it immediately, and then Hil was like, I liked it, and I was like, yeah, it wasn't bad.
And to be clear, the casting controversy with Wuthering Heights, I definitely like understand and agree with. I've never read the book. But I do own it. I just haven't read it. But watching it, I felt like, and based on what I know about the book, I think it's like they honestly should have just called it something else. Like it's like they should have just like made it a different story. Like
made it a different thing.
Like they already took so many artistic liberties. Yeah. But I do agree that it's like the casting was like not right. But
yeah. It's just like as a standalone story of just like, you know, just two freaky people finding each other that are like both kind of bad people, but like they, you know, they're bad people together. It's like, that's fine. Like that wasn't the thing that I had a problem with, but I was being very agreeable.
It was, well, for me, and it's like, I think that one of the things was, like specifically like the Charlie XCX.
Yeah. Cause I was like, it's taking me out of it.
And I was kind of like, I kind of like it.
And I was like, I do like the songs though. because I did. The songs are good, objectively. It just was taking me out of it. And I do stand by that it was taking me out of it. But however though, I contain multitudes, okay? I have a lot of like strong opinions about a lot of things and all of them change. That is really something about me. Well, because that's something I also love saying.
It's also part of being human. Like
it is. We're allowed to change our opinions.
Like you're met with new information, you make different.
You adjust.
This is like yeah.
If I also, because it's like, well, I'm not gonna yuck your yum to your face. Like if you like something and I don't like something, I'm gonna then be like, okay, let me adjust. This is clearly not a let's hate on this thing vibe right now. I'm gonna change my attitude. This is a let's find the good. I'm gonna focus on what I did find good. Cause it's like, I never want to like yuck anyone's yum ever. Like, cause I hate my yum getting yucked. Like that actually like makes me really, really upset. And so I never wanna like accidentally do that with somebody. But I think, and I've noted friends have commented on this before, and actually one time someone tried to like weaponize that against me and said that like, because I was with my ex at the time, and she was like, you immediately change your opinions to whatever he likes. And I was like, it had me questioning, and this friend, we're not friends anymore at all, like no contact, but for a lot of other reasons. But like, I remember feeling so like blindsided by that information, because it was like, girl, I probably do the same thing with you, but you just don't notice it because it serves you when I am agreeable to you. But if he says something that I'm like, oh yeah, actually I agree with that, then of course I'm gonna agree with that. Yeah. Because he introduced new information. Like, I am just a person, my opinions change all the time. I'm not that stubborn. Like, in my, well, no, I am. See, I can't decide. I can't decide. Well, no word defines me. Sometimes I'm stubborn, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm really opinionated about everything that I actually don't know a lot about, and sometimes I'm not opinionated about something. I'm just a lot of different things at once. Is that okay? Like, what is it? I think it was like a Lena Dunham and Girls quote or something, which Lena Dunham, whatever. But she was like, I have a lot of strong opinions about things that I don't know anything about. And it's like, yeah, I do.
Yeah. I also think that the level of which I am willing to disagree with someone about literally anything is dependent on the level of comfortability I feel with them. Yes. Where it's like with you, part of why I'm able to be like, oh, I did like that, or I don't agree with that, is because like I know that
it's safe.
Yes, like I know like you're still gonna love me and I still love you, you know? And it's also like the things that we're disagreeing about, it's not like we're disagreeing about human rights.
No, it's nothing
disagreeing about like whether we like Charlie XCX music and Wuthering Heights. So you know, it's not
it's no big
yeah. But also it also depends on how much energy I have, because there's sometimes where I'm just like
whatever.
Yeah.
I feel that it's fine, we'll believe it. I feel that way, and I feel so strongly about that when people are saying an opinion of theirs that is like actually egregious, and like I like don't even know where to begin with it. Like if I'm talking to someone, all of a sudden they drop in a little like sprinkle of something, and I'm like, okay, do I have the energy to like go really hard? Yes or no? Also, is it cool if I cry in front of this person? Because if I go too hard, I'm gonna start crying.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
when I get frustrated or feel like I'm not being heard, I cry.
Yes.
And like there are times where it's just like I know that what I'm gonna say here isn't gonna change their minds.
No, so it's like I'm not in the business of like talking to a wall. God, I feel that about a lot of people. But it's like sometimes you just gotta like save your energy. Like and I'm not gonna go hard if I'm talking to somebody, they don't like BTS, I'm not gonna go hard and be like, you have to. No, it's fine. Even if what they're saying is like not actually true, even if they're like, they did this, this, and this, it's all been disproven, I'm not gonna bother, because it's not that important. Yeah. It's like at the end of the day, it makes no difference to me. Yeah. So it's like we're not in the business of convincing the world that Lana Del Rey is not MAGA. Yeah. You know, it's like if you think she is, okay. But I highly doubt it. I hope not. Yeah. But I'm sure a lot of people's faves are secretly MAGA. Yeah. And we don't even know. So, girl, we're all screwed. I don't know. Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll definitely have to add, that's a good one to remember, the art versus the artist.
I love that, because there are hard lines to draw.
Totally.
Very hard lines.
Totally.
But there's some people where it's like, well, if that beat is bumping.
And I will say, I dislike Taylor Swift for both like her music and also her as a person. Yeah. But whenever I've been on several first dates with men who, like, when we're talking about music that we like, they are like, you're not a Taylor Swift fan, are you? Or you're not a Swiftie, are you? Mm-hmm.
And then it's like,
well, why do you say that? Because I know probably 95% of them, it being for men, and that's
well,
percentage-wise it
doesn't make sense, but it's all right.
It's like, for at least 3 of them, if not all 4, it was not because of the fact that she's like a billionaire, the fact that she's
an
like
eco-terrorist.
Yeah. the general way that, you know,
white feminism, whatever.
Yeah, we don't have to go into all of it.
Yeah.
But I know it's not that. I know it's because it's this thing that a lot of women like.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of, like, say what you will about her, it's like she is, like, beloved by women, and she does seem to really celebrate white women.
Yeah.
And sometimes,
Yeah.
and, like, you know, sometimes that's what really appeals to people or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, I really think it's because it's like, oh, that thing that, like, women, that woman that all the women really like.
Yeah.
You don't like that, do you?
Hating on white women is still hating on women.
Yeah, especially because 3 out of the 4 were white.
Well, yes, that's the thing. It's like, is this coming from like a you know, racial critique? Is this coming from like a big? Usually it's not. Because, like, don't make me defend Taylor Swift now.
Yeah.
Because now I'm going to defend her, because why do you not like her?
And when y'all posted your Spotify Wrapped, I saw the artist on there, too.
Oh.
I do think that we should loop it back.
We should loop it back.
And then also finish with our finishing segments.
Yeah.
But, long story short, honestly, it's just like, God, I just feel like we scratched the surface. Like, there's so many things I've stanned in my life.
There's layers to it. No, rapid fire, what's like the top things you've stanned?
Okay. Matthew Barzal, who is number 13 hockey player for the New York Islanders.
Oh my God. Out of left field. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I read a hockey romance in like less than 24 hours. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
But it was based on him. And then I immediately bought tickets to see him play the LA Kings. Went with my roomie. We had so much fun. Honestly, something I've discovered recently is that I kind of do enjoy watching sports. I don't think I'll ever get to the level of like following sports teams.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy watching it, and especially being there, like, because we're on the New York Islanders side. Yeah. So the tickets were really cheap, so we could sit up close to the glass. Like,
The fishbowl, boy fishbowl, like
boy aquarium. Yeah, like they were very close.
Yeah. See,
the one's not rapid fire.
That's fine. The ones that aren't missing teeth are cute.
Yeah, he's not. They call him Mr. GQ because he's very handsome.
I gotta look him up. Yeah. Okay, next. Who's your next?
Come back to me.
Mine are just all the members of BTS. They fill up all my slots. I really, that's like the only, I also, like, I was into more K-pop back in the day. I just, like, literally don't have time for it anymore. Like, girl, I loved Twice, loved Blackpink back in the day. I loved, who else was I into? Girl, I don't even know. I can't even remember. But it's like back in the day I was little, because like 2018 was like prime year for K-pop, and I will not have anyone argue that for me. It was, everyone was doing incredible. It was like the time to be alive. And then it just got weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, not so much anymore, but in like 2015 or something, I watched The Vampire Diaries for the first time. And I always was a Stefan girl. And so Paul Wesley, I stand a lot. But also it's like, part of it was like how he was styled and the way he acted.
Yeah.
I just liked how he was so brooding.
You like that character.
Yeah.
That's the thing, like someone you can really enjoy a character.
Salvatore.
Yeah.
Gosh, I stan Japanese Breakfast or Michelle's Honor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when I read Crying in H. Mart, I was like, my life changed, and it was gorgeous. Yeah, because it's like I have my celebrity crushes, and then I also have like the celebrities that I don't feel like a romantic attachment towards.
Yeah.
But I just like, yeah, I also just have like, often when I watch a TV show, I like imagine my whole life with like whatever guy I think is the hottest in it.
Maladaptive daydreaming goes hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, that's why fan fiction exists.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a girl who is, she has 3 essays due, and she is late, but she is getting those chapters out. And also her grandpa just died.
And it's so funny because I feel like even though I was such a One Direction girl,
were you not into
I wasn't into the fanfics because I was really uncomfortable with the idea of them having sex.
Oh, yeah.
I think...
Well, you were so young, though.
I was like...
You're like, whoa!
Yeah. What are they doing? Yeah. And so I didn't really, like, get into it.
Yeah.
And then So I think that's why when I like read a hockey romance book,
you were like,
I was like, now what is this?
Yeah.
Because that was my exposure to fan fiction.
Yeah, because it is. Like, the thing is that just some of them get published and like some of them are really not written well.
Yeah.
Which I...
Amazon or Kindle Unlimited.
Love.
Kindle Unlimited, you will be dealt with.
Yeah, you will be dealt with, okay?
Some of those books are so trash.
Some of them are written like a Tubi movie,
yeah.
okay? And I've seen some Tubi movies. Love. But, yeah.
Anyone else that you've seen?
I think, like, artists that it's like, I could say that I'm like definitely a hardcore fan and I will ride for, like, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. I'm obsessed with Cardi B. I was obsessed with Cardi B, like, back in the day. Like, when Cardi B's Instagram was, like, she was, like, posting everything. She was so funny. It was before Bodak Yellow. I was a fan of Cardi B. And so I really feel like I was there, like, early on, like, in the beginning. And everyone's like, who's that girl that you're always, like, laughing at her videos on Instagram? I'm like, you don't get it.
It's like, you'll know soon.
No, literally, I'm like, she's gonna be a star. And I was, like, on the bus, just, like, looking at her Instagram and cracking up. And then look at her, got a bag and fixed my teeth. Like, it really did change her life. Like,
There's also people who it's like their art, I just really admire, like, what their work. Yeah. Like, someone that recently I've really been loving is Benito Skinner. Like, I love. Yeah, and I also love Mary Beth Barone and their podcast together. Like, incredible, love them. So I love Mary Beth's like comedy, and I'm so excited for her new special. Yeah. But it's like, you know, like his show that he created, Obsession. No, overcompensating. The thing is that they had a podcast before the one they have now that was like obsessed.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I got
on
confused.
The brain.
But
love
overcompensating.
I love overcompensating.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. Like,
what's the word, like Parmigiano? Like,
Parmigiano. Say when. Oh my god. Like, dude, like, oh my god, that is so good.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for the second
I am too. And Ride is coming back next week.
I need to be a little more regimented with my podcast consumption. Because, again, I'm a hypocrite. I made a podcast, want everybody to listen. Girl, I'm so bad at listening to my podcast.
It's okay. Honestly, I really didn't listen to podcasts the way I do now until I started working at, like, the job that I do now. And I'm not going to dox myself, but I do work as, like, an assistant. Yeah. And I have a lot of tasks that I do where I'm listening to podcasts and, like, because I'm just, like, working. And so I'm listening to, like, 4 to 5 hours of podcasts a day.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, big shout out to Upstairs Neighbors. Like, girl, if you could stand a podcast, we love Upstairs Neighbors.
Totally.
They're everything.
And yeah, I've been listening to The Basement Yard a lot.
Oh, I really like The Basement Yard. Those are two straight guys that
they make me laugh.
You're allowed to have a microphone, at least for now.
Yeah.
You know, until further notice, you're allowed to have.
And I love how, like, just 90% of the time I have no idea what they're talking about.
I love it.
Because, like,
I don't need to.
Their experience of life is just different. Like, they're always talking about, like, being straight men and, like, living in New York and, like, growing up in the 90s, and, like, none of those things apply to me.
Yeah.
But then I'm like listening to it, I'm like, yeah.
No.
And I have
funny.
I have a crush on the producer that's Ant. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I think he's funny.
Hey, Ant. Is he
watches.
He watches. Hey, he's a big fan.
Yeah. But anyways. Yeah. Standing.
Love. Yeah, standing. Yes.
I also want to say I'm wearing Santa Claus socks.
Oh my god, they're so cute. I was looking at them and I didn't even register.
And it just goes to show that, like, you can wear Santa Claus socks in July.
That is true. You can. And you won't go to jail if you do that. I don't know if people know that.
They haven't caught me yet.
No. So. Just, like, you can wear, like, Christmassy PJs in July as well. Yeah. I'm all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, challenge the rules that you have set in your mind.
Exactly.
We did want to introduce a new segment, which is going to be, like, our weekly favorite. And this isn't to promote, like, consumerism. So it can be something that is something you would buy, but it also could be something that you wouldn't buy. It could be a word or a concept or a song.
Absolutely.
So
kick us off, Hillary, because it was Hill's idea, and I was like, oh my god, love.
Yeah, it was my idea. And my weekly favorite is when sometimes you're you've landed in a plane and you're leaving the plane, and as you're getting off, the pilots and the like the flight attendants like obviously are there to like say goodbye just as they are to greet you in the beginning, but the pilots are also there, and they're also like, you get the chance to tell them thank you, and then like they're there to like say like, have a nice day, thank you for flying with us or whatever.
Yeah.
That's my weekly favorite. I love that.
I like that.
think it has, you know, I think that there's something very like chivalrous about it. And I like having the opportunity to be like, you know, my life was in your hands.
Yeah.
And you flew this tin can up 30,000 feet into the air and then across the country.
Yeah.
And you got me to my destination safely in 5 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for you and your work and the training that got you here. And there's just something so like, I don't know, it just feels so, yeah, it's like chivalrous. It's manners.
Yeah,
you know?
it's good manners to be able to like thank that person, you know? It's like you're putting a face to like, yeah, like you were saying, the person that you just put your life in their hands.
Yeah.
And wow, I really want to thank them for this.
And it just feels so classy. Because also they thank me.
They do. I love that. And they're like, thank you for flying with us. I'm like, it's my pleasure.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just like that. That's why, literally why I thought of this segment is I experienced that.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, as a concept, I really like that.
Yeah.
I really like that.
I like that too.
I don't know. And it just, I don't know. It really, I just enjoyed it. I did.
Mm-hmm. I love that. That's a beautiful favorite. My favorite is a less of a concept. It's more of just like something that I find myself doing more. And I've talked about my dance parties. Still am doing that. Love it. Best. That's my like overall, that's my favorite of life is my dance parties. Love my dance parties. Have a dance party. Do your thing. What I love even more is, now this is something you can buy, but it's only because I live in an apartment with paper thin walls and I don't want to bother my neighbors. But I have this thing called a belt box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you like put it over your mouth. Some of them go over the mouth and nose. Mine just goes over my mouth, and you can sing so loud and it muffles everything. And like, I have always been a singer. I love to sing, whatever. And like, and I'm obviously loud, so it, you know, it really does help me actually like, it helps me practice singing every day, because it's really hard when you're no longer in like a choir, because my choir isn't practicing during the summer, and then I'm not in like, we were both in glee club, like I don't have a glee club, I'm not in a voice class anymore, I'm not in this, I'm not in that, I'm not doing musicals, like I'm not really exercising that muscle as much, and I love singing so much, and like that belt box really has allowed me to be able to like just sing. And it's something meant for practicing. You're not supposed to like only use it because you can strain your voice doing it since you can't really hear yourself very well, but it's just something to like keep your vocals active. Yeah. So that you're doing it and you're able to like warm up. It's really nice to warm up, but it's been really, really nice to be able to like belt and like sing in my apartment.
And it's funny because I like have seen that before, and I thought like, oh, I should get that for like when I'm like at an audition and I need to like kind of like want to sing under my breath or warm up or whatever. Not sing under my breath, because you shouldn't sing under your breath. But like, you know, like like sing and not be heard. But it's funny because it's like I just like do sing in my apartment all the time because I have like self tapes and stuff, and then I have to practice for self tapes, and it's just like, sorry guys.
At this point, I mean, your neighbors know. Like if they had a problem, they would have said it.
And I specifically pick times like where I make as much of an effort as possible to pick times that are going to be the least disturbing.
Yeah, like not in the middle of the night and everything like that. Yeah. But that's where it helps me so much, because I'm like, girl, I'm going to start singing in the middle of the night and no one can hear me. Yeah. And it's not that no one can hear me, but what's actually nice is I found out the unit right next to mine is an Airbnb.
Oh yeah.
So it doesn't even matter. Like well, it still does matter, but it's like, if they don't like the loud noise, it's like, well, girl, they're making loud noise too, and they're only here for like a couple days.
Yeah,
they're gone.
You'll not see them after this week.
Yeah, but I mainly do it for my own embarrassment because I don't want anyone hearing me sing No One Mourns the Wicked loud as hell. But it's been kind of a surprising fave. Like, I didn't come in today knowing that was going to be my fave, but I just felt it in my spirit.
Yeah.
It's been my fave lately.
I love that.
No.
Maybe I'll get one and you'll have influenced me.
I like it. That is what I'm like, hey, if you're a singer and you live in an apartment complex of any kind, or you just like need something to be quieter, you have roommates, whatever, like, it really does help. I really like it. Yeah. I've also like let out screams into it. If I'm like really upset and I need to like, you know, release the roar, I do it in that, and then I'm good.
Yeah, sometimes you need to.
It's cathartic, you know.
Yeah. Well,
this was today's episode on standing. Just do it.
Allow yourself.
Allow yourself. And also, okay, another thing on standing, just like a last thought on just allowing yourself to.
Yeah.
I feel like there was always so much shame growing up about like standing and like you have to keep it to yourself. You guys, we're all feeling the same thing. Like, I think I'm seeing more young people actually talking to each other about like the weird things or like the niche things that they stan, and they're actually being open about it to each other. I think because of the rise of the internet.
Yeah.
More so, like,
it's also, I think it's like another kind of part of just like, it's weird to be weird until it's cool to be weird. Like, and then it's like suddenly like liking this artist that like no one else has heard of.
Yeah.
Makes you cooler.
Yeah. Back when Lady Gaga first came on, it was weird to like Lady Gaga. Now everybody knows she's like the queen of pop.
That's so funny. Honestly, for me, I think I held a lot of internal shame about the idea of like, honestly, we don't have time to get into all this, but like in general, like I think that because I have like older brothers and being like the youngest and a girl, I was really scared to like be a girl. Like, I was really scared when it became time for me to like buy a bra. I was really scared to like get my period, and I was scared to like boys. Yeah. And so it's like, I just like, I never wanted to admit that like I found boys attractive or like anything like that. Yeah. But I didn't think that other people, like, I didn't feel judged by my peers, but also I think honestly One Direction, like, everyone liked One Direction. And the people who didn't like One Direction like Justin Bieber.
That's true. It was kind of like, were you a Bieber girl or were you a Justin? Or were you a Bieber girl or were you a One Directioner? Yeah. It's true. It caught us all, okay? Yeah. It caught us all.
We got the bug.
We got the bug. And you know what? It's in my blood. My mom was a Beatles girl. Like, she was a Beatles fanatic. And I'm like, girl, you gotta pass down the fangirl gene somehow. I'm like, God knows my brother is a fanboy of a lot of things, but it's like, I don't know if he identifies with like being a fanboy of certain things, but like he has interest in stuff that he's super, super like, he nerds out over and everything like that. And it's like, just allow yourself. Just like what you like. It's cool to care and it's cool to be passionate and like things. Yeah. Nonchalance is over, which that's what casual. We will get into it, so don't worry. Yeah. But yeah, it's cool to like things. Yeah. Like things. Like things. Yeah.
All right. Well, this was
Contain Yourself.
Thank you for watching.
Love you.